Hello friends, how are you? I'm your host Faisal Summer. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss about a most common topic which is usually in daily life and almost in each and every houses there is a problem. What is that topic? Let's start. Food spoilage or contamination. We can call it as food spoilage or food contamination or contamination of food. All three headings are same, related with same topic. So don't be confused in that. Let's start. What is food spoilage? As we all know that if we keep the food for long duration or for long period of time outside, or if we not store that food properly, then it will spoil. Okay, if food items are kept for long period of time and not stored properly, they get spoiled. The food will spoil if we are not storing the food properly, whether it is cooked or whether it is uncooked food. Such foods items are bad for health. That food items are not good for the health. If we eat it, definitely we will get some kind of disease or illness. Now, what is food spoilage? Food spoilage is the process where a food products become unsuitable to indigest by the consumer. Means it's a process when the food or food products become unsuitable to digest. If suppose intentionally or unintentionally if we eat the food or food products, then our body will not digest that food. That food is not suitable for the digestion. So that process is known as food spoilage. That process may be occur due to some toxic produced in the food items, or due to some bacteria, due to some virus, or any other kind of germs. Means that food is not suitable for our digestion. We can't digest that particular food. See some images how it look like when the food is spoiled. It's on your screen. Now, causes of food spoilage. Why our food will spoil? If we keep it outside, why it is spoiled? Okay, there are certain causes. We already knows about these causes, but still we are discussing. Factors which are responsible for food spoilage such as bacteria, mold, yeast, moisture, light, temperature and chemical reaction. So some causes or some factors which are responsible for food spoilage are bacteria, mold, yeast. These are the kind of germs. Sometimes moisture also, because the germs are present in air also. That time moisture spoil the food. Light and temperature, room temperature or hot temperature also spoil the food, as well as sometimes insects also, because insects carrying the germs, that's why. And some kind of chemical reaction which is already took place in the food. If we cook the food in some utensils, minerals are there, iron, lead, zinc, potassium, calcium, so there is some chemical reaction in the food itself, so that also spoil the food. Now, what are the various signs if food is spoiled or food contaminate? How we can come to know that our food spoiled? We no need to eat that particular food. We all know about these things also, because this topic is very common. Sign of food spoilage includes an appearance different from the fresh food. It's not look like the fresh food. So spoiled food and fresh food we can easily differentiate because of the appearance are not same. Or what are that appearance? Change in color. The fresh fruit and spoiled food color is different. Change is texture and unpleasant odor. That some bad smell will come, or taste also differ. So these are some signs by which we can easily come to know that food is spoiled. Like some potatoes or onion is kept outside, after a few days a bad smell start coming, so we can come to know okay, now potatoes and onion spoiled, now we need to throw that particular item. Or if some cooked food also kept outside, if we are not kept in the or keeping in the refrigerator, some bad smells or taste become changed, so we can say now this food is spoiled, we don't need to eat that food. So these are some sign by which we can differentiate. You can see on the image also. Now what are the preventive measures we need to take so that our food not spoil? What steps we need to take? Preserving food can help to avoid wasting of food. If we preserve the food properly, so our food will not waste. Cooked or uncooked food can be preserved in different ways to be used later. We can preserve cooked food also as well as uncooked food also in different ways. What are the different ways? We just come to know. First one is freezing. As we all know, freezing means we need to keep the food in refrigerator. So food kept in refrigerator remains fresh for some days. If we keep the food, if we refrigerate, if we freeze the food, we food will remain fresh for some days. Because the temperature is very low, it will not allow the germs to grow. Germs do not grow easily in cool places. So that's why the cold climate condition places, there is less food contamination or food storage, food spoilage in place of the hot climate places. We preserve food like milk, fruits, vegetables, and cooked food in the refrigerator. We are keeping the cooked food generally in the refrigerator. Fruits and vegetables also we are keeping. So first is by freezing we can prevent our food to spoil. Second one is salting. We just put the salt on food so that it will preserve for long duration. Not much more days, but for some days. We can add salt to preserve pickles and fish. Like our pickle, we are adding the salt in that, lot of salt and some other kind of masalas we are adding in that. So by which we can preserve that food. Examples are pickles and fish. Third is sweetening. By adding extra amount of sugar, we can preserve our food. What are that particular food? Excess sugar in food also acts as a preservative. Okay, that food can be preserved for long duration in the form of jams, jellies, and murabbas. These are some examples, because jam is sweet, jelly is also sweet, and murabba is also sweet. So extra amount of sugar is present there, so that that particular items or food not spoiled. Fourth one, dehydration. Dehydration means we should remove the water present in the particular food. By how we can do the dehydration process? By keeping the food items under the sunlight or by blowing the hot air. Food items are dried in sun to stop the growth of bacteria. We dry the food items under the sunlight, like raw mangoes for making pickle, fishes, potato chips, and papads also. So this by this method we can preserve the food for long duration. Canning. What is canning? You all know can. We just remove the air and we just pack the food in airtight containers. Air is removed from food and put in airtight cans so that germs do not grow on them. Means the air is removed and there is no chances of production of germs in the can if we take the airtight cans like vegetables, seafood, dairy products, etc. We are keeping the food items in airtight containers. At our home also we are using airtight containers to prevent or preserve the food. These are some preventive measures we can take, like freezing, salting, sweetening, dehydration, and canning to preserve our food. Then what will happen if we eat that spoiled food or food, contaminated food? Then there is some diseases. What are the particular diseases? We just discuss on that. Foodborne diseases or illness is any illness resulting from the spoilage of contaminated food. When the food contaminate or food is spoiled and we eat that food, then what will happen? There is some disease or illness will occur in our body. Some diseases like food poisoning, diarrhea, cholera, hepatitis A, salmonella typhi. These are some common diseases which can occur if we intentionally or unintentionally consume the spoiled food. If we are eating the spoiled food, then these diseases will occur. Hepatitis A is a disease in which our liver function disturbed. Our liver is not functioning properly. Okay, what are the various causes? Why it happen? It is caused by consuming contaminated food or beverages. When we eat contaminated food, then these diseases occur in our body. Foodborne diseases, infection caused by a variety of bacteria, viruses and parasites. When we eat contaminated food, then already the germs start producing in that. When it enter in our body, then we are infected by some diseases like most common is food poisoning, diarrhea, hepatitis A, cholera and etc. Some diseases caused by harmful toxins or chemicals present in contaminated food, not just by the germs but by some chemicals or by some toxin substance present in the food. By that also food is spoiled, and when they enter in our body, then what will happen? That chemical reactions take place inside our body and our body suffer from various diseases. What are the various symptoms? How we can come to know that our body is suffering from some foodborne illness or disease? Common symptoms of foodborne illness are diarrhea or vomiting. And or vomiting means diarrhea and vomiting together, or either diarrhea or vomiting, typically lasting 1 to 7 days continuously. If we are having these problem, diarrhea or vomiting, up till 7 days starting from the first day, then we are suffering from any kind of foodborne illness. In diarrhea what will happen? We need to use toilet again and again. Our stomach become upset. Okay, vomiting or diarrhea. Some other symptoms also like abdominal cramps, our stomach is start paining, stomach ache is there, nausea, fever, joint or back aches and fatigue. These are some symptoms which occur during the foodborne illness. What are the preventive measures we can take so that our food will not spoil and we can use that particular food for long duration? Okay, first one is keep clean. Means we need to keep ourselves as well as the surface as well as the food items clean. Wash your hands before handling food and often food preparation. Nicely and properly wash your hands before handling the food, before cutting, before touching the food, before cooking. Wash and sanitize all surface and equipments used for food. Wash the utensils or the surface in the kitchen properly and nicely. Protect kitchen areas and food from insects, pets and other animals. The insects, pets and animals should not enter in our kitchen. If they enter, what will happen? The germs will also enter along with them. So we should restrict these things. Use pesticides, insecticides regularly inside the kitchen, and if we have other pet animals, don't allow them to enter in the kitchen. So by this we can preserve our food for long duration. Second, separate raw and cooked food. Never keep raw food and cooked food together. Separate raw meat, poultry, and seafood from other food. If we are keeping any meat items or meat products, then we need to keep them separately, not with the fresh food or with fruits or vegetables. Use separate equipments and utensils such as knives and cutting boards for handling raw food. Means if we are using or if we are try to make meat products as well as vegetables and fruits or some other items, so we need to use separate utensils or the equipment to cook these kind of the foods. Store food in containers. We need to use airtight containers to keep our food preserved. If we are keeping in the refrigerator, that time also we try to use airtight container. And we should keep it in mind that raw food and cooked food should not kept in the same box or at the same mm, place or in the same utensils. We should keep it separately. Cook thoroughly means we need to cook the food properly. Cook food thoroughly, especially meat, poultry, eggs, and seafood. While we are cooking meat products, we need to be very careful. We should keep it in mind that we need to cook our food properly. And sometimes what happen, the food is not cooked proper and it's be little bit uncooked, like 80% or 90% cooked, 10 or 20% uncooked, so that also spoil the food. Means the food spoilage will be more. Bring food like soups and stews to boiling. If you are milk soups or some other items we are cooking, then we need to boil it properly. Reheat cooked food thoroughly. If we kept the food uh, for long duration for outside of or inside the refrigerator, while we going to eat it again, then we need to reheat and then only we can use that food for eating purpose. Otherwise, don't eat. Keep food at safe temperature. The temperature should be safe. Okay, do not leave cooked food at room temperature for more than 2 hours. If we cook the food, okay, firstly it's very hot, we can't keep it inside the refrigerator directly, but not more than 2 hours we can keep it outside at the room temperature. Refrigerate properly all cooked and perishable food. We should keep our food inside the refrigerator properly and check the temperature of refrigerator also. Keep cooked food piping hot prior to serving. Means we need to cook the food, sorry, we need to heat the food again before eating. If we are reusing that same food, we need to hot it again. Do not store food too long even in the refrigerator. If don't keep the cooked food for longer duration, whether it is inside the refrigerator. Use that food or in the form of raw form like fruits, vegetables also. Use that items as soon as possible. Don't keep it for long time. Use safe water and raw materials. Use clean water or treat it to make it safe. Don't use unclean, use safe water. Okay, for cooking, for washing, everything. Choose foods processed for safety, such as pasteurized milk. If you are using pasteurized milk, then it should be processed safely. Okay, wash fruits and vegetables, especially if eaten raw. If we want to eat vegetables or fruits in the raw form, then we need to wash it properly. Do not use food beyond its expiry date. This expiry date generally for the processed or packed food. We should need to check when that food is going to expire. If it already expired, don't use that food. Select fresh food. Whenever you're going to eat, always try to eat fresh food. If you're going to buy in the foods items from the market, then try to get the fresh food, not old food. That's all about food spoilage and food contamination. I hope You learned a lot in this because this is the common topic for each and every houses. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button so you will get the notification of my new video.